I'm sick, by the way.
Start with hello.
Hi.
Go ready. Hello.
I am sick today. Today we're going to be rating all of the Pixar films from best to worst, but we're going to do it against each other a little bit. You have a stack, I have a stack.
And these are all opinions. If you don't do every single Pixar film, just let us know your top 3 and bottom 3 Pixar films.
That's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, let's go. Let's sort the order of these, right? I guarantee I've put them in the wrong order to you.
My worst ones are in the back.
Yeah, see, my worst one's on the top.
Okay, what does it matter?
I knew I was going to do that. The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, that makes me sad. That makes me really sad.
I'm so sorry. I love The Good Dinosaur. It's really beautifully animated, but of all the Pixar films I've seen, it's the one that I've not rewatched or found myself diving to rewatch. I don't know why, because it was beautiful and it blew me away. I think the story just didn't catch me.
For me, it's Cars 3 because I could not remember it.
Okay, well, there we
Fair
are.
enough.
Cars 2.
Cars.
Okay.
Okay, we're starting with Cars.
So Cars 2 just didn't fit in the continuity.
Yeah. I guess for me it's with the car scene, I did enjoy watching it. It's just, I think it was targeted towards like younger boys when I was growing up.
See, that's me with Cars
and
as well.
I was a younger girl.
Yeah, I feel like
And although I
Cars
like boy stuff still, like...
wasn't so much about demographic.
Yeah, but it's still like, I will say like a good movie and it's some people's favorite because of how it was made.
Yeah.
Anyway, good. A Bug's Life.
Brave.
For me, I think I do like bugs, and I like A Bug's Life, but I'm constantly getting it confused with ants because the way that companies had done it. I think as a child, it confused me so much because I didn't know which was which.
Me, I don't know, like, Brave is a lovely film, but again, it's one of those ones that I haven't felt the need to watch. I know the Meredith story, I know the story and the tale, but beyond that, I've not had the rewatch of it.
Yeah.
So Brave. Right, next one.
Finding Nemo.
Cars.
Oh, this is gonna like get people's hate.
I know. The good thing is, we're two different people with two different opinions, which
Yeah,
shows
yeah.
how opinions vary.
Yeah.
And if you have a top 3 or your top list, please do leave it in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Why Finding Nemo next?
Love the characters, love some parts of the film, but that was the year when it came out when I was overly scientific as a child, and I had seen Coral Reef, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the best film ever. And then Finding Nemo came out, and everyone's like, Finding Nemo, it's just like the real sea stuff. And I'm like, but Coral Reef, it's the real thing. Why don't you want to watch Coral Reef? So it was a big Jamie drama.
This thing, I feel like a lot of these, as I go further on for mine, are also going to be linked to like memories and growing up with them like that. So I'm glad you've done that. For me, Cars, it's because of, again, like James said, kind of like age demographic didn't really click with me. Really fun story.
Yeah.
Do like Cars? It's just not one of my favorites. Okay, next one.
Wally.
A Bug's Life. So we both put Bug's Life now,
yeah.
at least. Bug's Life, I loved this as a child, and this is why it wasn't like lower on my list. I've not watched it. I've not rewatched Bug's Life as an adult.
We should rewatch it though.
Yeah.
For me, Wally, animation's great, original story great. I think it's just the way human society went, it just made me sad.
Okay.
So I couldn't take it.
That's fair, that's fair.
You
Right.
know?
Next film,
Cars 2.
Finding Dory. So Finding Dory,
Yeah.
I have some amazing memories because we were lucky enough to go to visit Pixar. We found out loads of things about Finding Dory that we wouldn't have known otherwise. The DVD release, like how Hank was made in different elements.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was good. Just the other movies to come, they're higher on my list.
I think out of the Cars, this one was my favourite.
So you like the tangent with the mater going off and having
That's
a side
the thing,
story?
I thought it was hilarious, which I know like a lot of people hated that, but at the same time, like for me, it was entertaining. Oh, you're
Ready?
gonna hate me.
3, 2, 1. Cars 3.
Toy Story 3.
Well, Cars 3, I'll get this out of the way because this is going to need a longer explanation.
Okay, fine.
Cars 3, again, not my demographic, but the animation and the story, and I think the advancement, I like how, without spoiling the film too much, the progression of Lightning McQueen's arc, I love it.
Fine then. This is like one of Tom's favorite films, and I know why, I get it. My thing is, I didn't have the same connection with Toy Story that you did, because Toy Story 1 came out, I think, was it 1995-ish? All I know is
Yeah.
I was 1 year old. I was
Yeah.
not going to see it when it came out. Toy Story lined up with Tom's timeline. With the third one, I think I just wasn't a fan of the plot. Yeah, I think there are good points to
Go
it.
lost your head.
No, it's fine. I gotta explain this.
I love you all my
You're
heart.
smiling,
I
but
love
you hate this
I'm never
moment.
going to hate you.
I thought it was a bit weird when Andy gave away his toys, and I was totally okay with it until he went, like he got choked up or something, and it made me go like, I liked the animation increased, and that was good. At the same time, how they animated Andy in that one, it was a bit weird for me. I think I'm mad at the merchandise of that one, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Jamie has a thing where like Lotso, instead of selling like a brand new Lotso, as Lotso would be in all this glorious brand new bear, like Buzz Lightyear, Woody in a box, they sell Lotso as a...
The used Lotso.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand that, because in the movie he was new at one point. And all the other toys are sold as if they're like a franchise and new. Next one.
Yeah. Monsters University.
Really?
Yeah. We're synced up finally.
We're synced up.
This was a really fun film.
It was really fun.
This was a really fun film, really fun backstory. For me, I'm just bitter, so bitter, because I really wanted a continuation of the last Monsters Inc. and to see if they ever found Boo again.
I think for me it's one of those things where it felt more like a TV movie than like a... You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of TV plots, Monsters Inc. is getting a sequel on Disney Plus as a streaming series.
That's cool.
But it's not going to follow Mike and Sully. Apparently, they're going to like make cameos. It's going to follow two monsters who are having to adjust from having just gone through Scare University in a world where suddenly it's just changed to laughter.
Oh, that's...
So that's a really good concept.
That's cool.
And I'm hoping they do have like a little nod to Boo. Right, next one. This might upset you. Here we are. Ratatouille.
Well, that does upset me. Brave for the same reason you said Brave. Lovely animation. I think where they fell short for me was the plot.
Ratatouille, lovely film.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is beautiful and the whole story concept is wonderful and the France setting is wonderful. It's just literally one of those situations where there are films that I prefer above Ratatouille.
Oh.
It's only ranked there for that reason. There are so many good Pixar films. Ratatouille fell short for that reason.
Incredible.
Monsters Inc. This is a fun story.
Yeah.
Again, it was really timeless. Soundtrack and song for Randy Newman, brilliant. Just not one of my favourites.
For me, Incredibles, I think for the reason again where it seemed a bit boy focused. I just was less entranced by this film and superhero films during that point in my life.
That's fair.
So.
3, 2, 1. Finding Nemo.
That's cute.
Jamie ranked Nemo lower than Dory, and I've ranked Dory lower than Nemo.
Yeah, we've ranked them both at the same time now, so that's cool.
My sister is an absolute big fan of Finding Nemo, and as a result, Nemo's a special film to me because I know it made my sister really happy, and there are lots of like gifts I've got her from Nemo, so it's like just makes me really happy.
For Finding Dory, when I first saw it, was not my favorite. I have my own like thing with it. Saltwater fish cannot live in normal water. The entire film, Dory and Nemo, they keep hopping into like fresh water, and they would not be able to breathe. Anyway, that's just the like scientific part making of Finding Nemo. Anyway, Finding Dory, I ended up liking it more because we went to Pixar Studios to actually meet with the director and other parts of the company. So I got to see like a bit more how it was made and the work that goes into it and everything, and the Piper short was in front of it. So anyway, Finding Dory gained a lot of respect. Also a funny story that like Hank the Septopus was a septopus because the extra leg was literally breaking their system to make him an octopus. Now we're on to the top 10 and go.
Incredibles. I loved it. I like the Incredibles superhero family. At the time it came out, didn't really watch it heaps. I found myself rewatching this ahead of the Incredibles 2 more than actually before that, so that's why it's there.
I like Toy Story. It was their first film, so I think for that...
It's iconic.
It's iconic, that's the thing.
Ready? Next one.
And...
Incredibles 2!
Same.
Okay, cool. I ranked this one ahead of Incredibles because of the animation was so good. And I like how they kind of like switched the roles from the first movie, and they did it really well.
I love the fact that they actually got to do it how they originally wanted to do it. Because I got to talk with Brad Bird.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah, and go into a sit down. Basically, they had a lot of things they wanted to do in the first one, animation-wise, that they just hadn't built the system for yet.
WALL-E!
Toy Story 2.
Lovely film, really arty, but the lack of dialogue, as much as I love it and as adorable as he is,
Is it still in your top 10?
Yeah, just can't rewatch it that much.
Yeah. Toy Story 2 I actually like better than Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3, sorry. Partly because this was the film that came out around the time where I could start watching Toy Story. And so this was like my film as a
Also,
kid.
Jessie was really cool in that film.
Yeah, I liked Jessie. I liked that there was a girl character now for me.
Toy Story 2.
Oh, that's good. The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, well, that's like a full-on flip from me.
I know.
Toy Story 2 is my least favourite Toy Story films, but it's just my least favourite of the four.
The Good Dinosaur is my favourite because the animation stuff in it, it's really pretty. The water is amazing in it, everything's amazing, and also when I look at animated films, I'm probably looking at more from the artistic side than like anything else.
It's definitely one of the most beautiful, like in terms of Pixar, it's
so
so artistic.
Gorgeous.
It's lovely.
It's so gorgeous. Monsters Inc.
Inside Out.
I love Monsters Inc. partly because again this is one of the ones that I grew up with, where it came out around like the time where I was a kid.
It's a fun story.
Loved Boo. Good, cute story. Also, the Monsters Inc. ride in Japan. So good.
Tell you what, forgot about that. The Monsters Inc. ride in Japan is really good.
It's so good.
かくれんぼはこうやるんだよ。明かりが消えたら始めるよ。
Now,
Also, this is the Mike bread, the Mike Milan bread. Ooh.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
So, Inside Out is beautiful. It's such an epic journey. It's so imaginative, and I love the concept. I thought I was going to hate this movie from the trailers initially, and I'm not going to lie. And when I saw the movie, I fell in love with it. It filled my eyes with tears. It was so good, and I can't wait to see what they do with this movie next. Top 5 now.
Inside Out.
Up. So, Up is one of those movies where I love it to bits. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But now I'm married happily with a wife that I love to bits.
Oh no.
I can't watch the opening scene of Up without really getting really overly emotional.
Yeah.
So Up really
no.
messes me up now.
Inside Out for the same reasons that you stated, where it surprised me. I thought this was gonna like be a crime film. The trailers didn't entrance me. I was kind of like, this doesn't make any sense. How are they gonna make this into something that's cool? Then I saw the film. I'm a doofus. I was dead. The writing in that was so clever.
Top 4. Coco.
Coco.
This is one of the most beautiful Pixar films.
It's gorgeous.
It's
music, original music that's like musical.
everything about this film is brilliant.
Yeah, Coco's great.
It's so good.
Toy
Story 1.
4. This one is my favorite of the Toy Story films.
This was my favourite Toy Story film. And even so, like, equal Toy Story 3 for me for the longest time, but I think as I've grown up and, like, thought on it more and more, it's third place for me. I grew up with this film, watched it so many times, had the original Buzz and Woody, keep them really safe. It's a really special film to me, and it means a lot. Film number 2.
Up.
Toy Story 3. This was my favourite Toy Story film. I related to Toy Story 3 the most because I went to university, like first year university, Andy was going to university. I grew up with a toy sort of around similar age, so it was a natural progression for me. And the end of Toy Story 3, no one can get past the end of Toy Story 3 without crying.
I do enjoy a good cry, and this one gets you like at the start. The music in it, love the music, love the characters. The dog reminds me of my dad. Ready?
Toy Story 4.
Ratatouille.
Go on then, why Ratatouille?
It's adorable. It's got food in it. It's got rats. I love rats. Sorry.
So cute and adorable.
This is like my favorite. It's everything that's perfect. The music is good. I love that like it's that thing of like anyone can do anything they want. I feel like that's like
a
big part of like me.
So. Toy Story 4, didn't know what it was going to be like. Was scared, was not scared, but excited. Found out about the Bo Peep thing by rumours, and I was like, "Ooh, if that's the case, I'm gonna love this film." I did love the film.
It's so good.
It was so good. It was perfect. I've seen it like 5-6 times now, and I can't get past that final line of Woody and Buzz. I'm not gonna say spoil, but if you've seen the film, you'll know. I also like how Toy Story 4 is like from an animation and Pixar side. I see it as like the culmination of everything Pixar have done so far.
Yeah.
There are so many things like the cat's fur, which you will have seen in trailers.
The dust in the air.
Dust in the air, grass, funfair lights, funfair rides, and it still has that whole Pixar animated style.
Yeah.
But just the movements are so seamless, like Forky's, like...
I think the thing with Toy Story 4 that I love about it too is, first one, breakthrough animation. The second one, they were trying to keep it kind of close to the first one style-wise. Third one, I'd say the same. They still try to they up their animation, but they still try to rein it in a bit to look similar to the other films. fourth one, they were like, screw it, we can like animate well now, let's just go for it. So that was us listing Pixar films from worst to best, bearing in mind that their worst is still really good, you know?
There isn't a bad Pixar film.
Not really.
And it's all personal preference, so please do let us know in the comments down below what your top Pixar films are and what your bottom Pixar films are.
Yeah.
If you want to do the full list, do the full list.
There's 21 of them, and there's 2 on the way.
I know. Onward and Soul look so good.
They look
D23
really
is
good.
happening right now this
D23
weekend.
is
And
like,
all of the announcements,
there's too many.
it's just so good.
Sorry.
We also launched a Patreon last video if you saw it. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined our Patreon so far. It means the world. We have
Thank
a
you.
little exclusive Discord channel, so if you're part of our Discord, it's a chat you guys can join.
If you help us towards Patreon and stuff, we're putting 100% of that back into videos and back into things for you guys, and like helping fund like more entertaining videos.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Jamie had this really good idea, and it's one of our goals on Patreon.
Our wedding cake got destroyed. I baked it for our wedding, and Tom drove it to the venue, and it crumpled in his car. And it wasn't stacked up or anything. It was just, I don't know what happened, but he opened the boot and he was crying because there's.
I thought I ruined the wedding.
Yeah. Whereas I was very calm with wedding stuff actually, and so I was like, I'll just make a new one. But I didn't have much time.
And Jamie stayed up till like 3 AM the night of our wedding.
Yeah.
And made a brand new wedding cake that was beautiful. If you've seen our wedding pictures, the cake was wonderful.
Yeah.
But the original one Jamie made, I think she had this vision that never got fully realised and stacked together.
The original was better, and also if you looked at the back of our wedding cake, which thank God no one did. The other thing is, when the staff cut up the wedding cake to serve in the evening, they came and found me and they're like, we're so sorry, your wedding cake was the weirdest thing we've ever had to cut. Whoever baked it, you should get a refund. And I was like, I did it. Cool, thanks. The cake tasted nice.
It was a lovely cake, everyone loved it.
So that's one of our main goals on Patreon right now, is to rebake our wedding cake. Also, that's a lot of cake. So we're gonna have to figure out who to give it to as well. Yeah, Summer in the City has an announcement this week.
We
We didn't do this on purpose, did we?
No.
I did notice it halfway through and I didn't say anything.
There's a big announcement coming from City this week.
Yeah.
But this is unrelated to that announcement.
Yeah, no, this is just we both threw on t-shirts.
Right. So, anyway, thanks for watching.
Bye.
For a like.
And bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.